So it's time to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast. I only found out actually a couple of hours ago on Instagram, but I felt it was a bit silly not to at least celebrate it in some way. And I'm still not ready to make a proper video. I'm still enjoying taking a break away from making those really big, long edited pickups videos and discussion videos. So I figured, come on, do a live stream and keep it Dreamcast based just to celebrate the 20th anniversary. So just going to play a couple of games. I am very happy and open to requests if people want to request a game. I've got most of the best titles on the Dreamcast, so take your pick if you do want me to play a certain game. And like I say, I'm here to chat. I'm going to be on for about an hour at least. And like I say, let's celebrate the 20th anniversary of this amazing console. I do love this game. It actually makes me want to get a Sega Saturn though. I really want the original. But this is just so much smoother, and the graphics have always blown me away actually. It's always been a good looking game. And a lot of fun to play as well. It's aged really well. But who else is celebrating the 20th anniversary tonight? You have to let me know in the comments section. I know a lot of people on Instagram have put pictures up of their collection and, sort of like pinpointed little pieces that mean, sort of the most to them really, in regards to it being the 20th anniversary. Sort of bits of hardware and obviously certain games that, are special to them. To be fair, I've not been on the Dreamcast in ages. Really nice and refreshing to be back on it. It's been a lot of PS1, PS3 and sort of modern consoles as well recently. I was watching CJR's video a couple of months ago because he's got a modded one with an SD sort of internally built in, and it looks so amazing. Quite an expensive mod, it's not something I'll be able to afford yet, but eventually it'd be very cool to have a modified Dreamcast, just of ease of use really. And with the cases being so temperamental, I think it'd be a good idea to have something where you don't have to get the games out all the time. It just makes sense, especially with the Dreamcast being, like I say, with the cases being so utterly delicate really. Might be time to start another game actually. But yeah, I'm going to discuss sort of what the console means to me, obviously what games sort of stand out on the console, what meant the most to me, because it's a very unique console in a way that people have different experiences on it, whether it be RPGs, arcade ports, or even to some extent the PlayStation ports as well. It means, something in a unique way for everybody that's kind of played the Dreamcast. For me, it was amazing because you got all these incredible arcade games, basically looking as good as they did at the arcade on a modern console, when really we were used to sort of like the 32-bit era. Because at the time, it was just, the PlayStation was all the rage, and that's pretty much all you expected from gaming at the time, especially sort of like 3D. I remember first seeing games like Incoming and stuff like that on the Dreamcast, and I was just like blown away with how smooth and how good the graphics looked. And that's the thing that really blew me away. Not only was it an internet sort of capable console, and obviously sort of like multimedia in some respect, because the VMU could do an awful lot. It wasn't just a memory card; it was almost like a Tamagotchi and a little music player. It was I'm not sure if you could play MP3s as such, but you could play music and stuff on it. It's really unique. But it just felt like the future in like lots of different ways. It felt like it was 10 years ahead rather than 5 years. And that's what you came to expect from new consoles back in the 90s. You actually got a really big jump in graphics and technology. Like today, you just like, for example, if we get a trailer now of like a PS5 or even the new Xbox, it's not so much different really from the graphics we've got at the moment. Yeah, it looks better. You know, the frame rate might be better, but it wasn't the jump that we saw in the 90s. You know, we went from 2D to 3D and from very, very basic pixelated 3D worlds to, you know, polygons in the millions. You know, it was a massive jump that I don't think we'll ever see again in gaming, to be honest with you. I think the Dreamcast really was unique in a way that we just won't see a jump to the extent that, you know, going from the Sega Saturn to the Dreamcast was such a big leap. But yeah, an amazing console full of incredible games. And I think that's what made it so special and why people kind of look back in utter despair and disbelief to, you know, why it ended the way it did. And we all know, anyone who's a real gamer will know why the Dreamcast ended. Obviously, there was a lot going on with Sega in regards to how much they were spending. They were overspending on marketing. They got a bit, in my opinion, they got a little arrogant. They were really spending insane amounts of money that was just unheard of at the time. You know, like 80 million, £100 million on a game and 20 million on an advert. They were just chucking money out the window. And at the same time, the PS2 was coming. There was a lot of hype around the PS2, and it was just the fact that it had a DVD player as well. It was just, that was the icing on the cake, which absolutely was the last nail in the coffin for the Dreamcast. It was just such a shame because Sega got it right. There was nothing wrong about the Dreamcast at all. Like I say, the graphics were years ahead. The ports were amazing. The unique sort of exclusive titles were amazing. You know, Skies of Arcadia. There's so many titles I could name, but you know, Dynamite Cop. You know, ports like that. It was just incredible. Zombie Revenge. And obviously, it was quite unique in the fact that you could play internet-based gaming like Quake 3 Arena and stuff like that. It was really unique in its own way. An incredible console. So I'm not sure what to play next, actually. I'm really tempted to put Quake 3 on there, even though it's strictly not a unique game on the Dreamcast. Because I know it was ported to the PS2. But to me, if you want to play Quake 3 Arena, you play it on the Dreamcast. So yeah, it's great to celebrate such an, like I say, an incredible console and a unique one at that as well. And I'm still, you know, quite optimistic that Sega are still going to continue producing amazing games. I know they put out like an email, didn't they, about a year ago? It can't be much longer than 2 years ago. Saying now they understood that they've made a lot of mistakes in the past, and they want to make things right, and they want to start making quality games again, which is really exciting. And who knows what's possible at Sega? I'm not sure how much money they've got in the bank, or who they've got in regards to partnership, but you know, we could see something amazing in the future. I doubt we'll see a Dreamcast 2 though, I'm afraid. That's never going to happen. But yeah, this is a fun game. I've got the keyboard. I do need the Dreamcast mouse actually, just to get the ultimate experience of this Quake 3 Arena. But it's an amazing game and really addictive. It never saves though for some reason. I don't know why. It might be something to do with the lithium battery. I always end up starting at the beginning, but anyway, it's a lot of fun, this game. It's essentially what, ID Software did after Doom. It was sort of like a new rendition of Doom, really.
Welcome to Quake 3 Arena. Walk over an item, enter the portal to begin combat. Hunt Crash to win this arena. Crash.
Don't worry though, I'll be playing some Sonic very soon. Quite a difficult game to play this without the keyboard. As you can see, because I'm getting absolutely annihilated. Yeah, like I say, it's a lot easier with the keyboard. But at the moment, I don't have it plugged in. What amazed me about this game, that it was so gory. And like I say, at the time, most people were playing PlayStation games, 32 bits, so you can imagine how amazing this game looked. I think we'll lower the setting, absolutely. Nightmare mode must be crazy. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, this game.
Welcome to Quake 3 Arena. Enter the portal to begin combat.
I'm sure there's a way as well, because I'm looking on YouTube. There's a way that you can sort of mod the Dreamcast, or at least attach it to a Raspberry Pi, and you can actually still get it online. I really wish I spent summer trying to do that, actually, now in hindsight. I had a lot of time on my hands, but I were a bit tied down sorting the PlayStation Mini. Yeah, in hindsight, I wish I'd have done that now. It'd be really cool to get online with the Dreamcast. Yeah, we'll get some incoming, some Sonic Adventure, Dynamite Cop, all the classics. It is a Monday night stream, which I don't think I've ever done, so I can imagine a lot of people are not expecting me to live stream tonight, so I think there'll be a lot of people watching this back, most likely. But if you are, thank you for tuning in. I couldn't leave the 20th anniversary of the Dreamcast out, it just seemed a bit silly. I mean, there's been a lot of videos I've been wanting to make over the last few months, like Final Fantasy 7 related ones and The Last of Us and stuff like that. And videos that would probably get me a lot of views on the channel, but it's just not felt natural, so I've just not bothered. But like I say, in regards to the Dreamcast, it's too special to ignore. I had to celebrate it in some way. Where is this person? Where? You can't win because that seemed a bit too easy that time round. I do like this layout though. I think it's quite a cool overlay. It's pretty cool. I do like the music in this game. It's like proper metal. All of a sudden it's got really difficult. Yeah, I'm getting out of it. No chance. I'll tell you what, I think it's time for some classic arcade fun. I think we'll play some Silent Scope. I think that's a good call. I'm not sure if you can actually get hold of the sniper scope, actually. That was something that's interested me. I'm not sure if you can get it or not. I'll have to look into that. I remember the arcade version of this game, though, Silent Scope, with the scope being so cool. Like, really high quality back in the day. So anyone wondering about Tomb Raider? I will be continuing Tomb Raider very soon. I'm going to get that completed as soon as I can. And then I'm going to go back to Silent Hill. And then who knows, we'll probably start Tomb Raider 2. I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Just got to be in the mood.
Silent Scope.
It's so cool. I haven't played this in ages either. It's been a while. I'm not sure if I've still got, you know, the PS2 version of this. So nostalgic though, like really, really cool. I remember the part with the Harrier, it's like so cool. I'd probably rate this pretty close to my favourite shooter, you know, along with sort of Time Crisis and House of the Dead. It's just such a classic. Pause it a second, actually. I've just remembered. I've got some copied games, some sort of unreleased American games, Japanese games. I've got a boot disc. I'm thinking of maybe playing Typing of the Dead. I think that'd be quite a fun thing to stream. Yeah, if I get a chance, I might play Typing of the Dead. Because I was just thinking, I don't have a CRT, but I can't play House of the Dead very well without the gun, so I might do Typing of the Dead. I think that'd be quite fun. Have to bear with me because I've not played this in ages. It's not so bad once you get used to it. There's the guy that's just missed like 3 times. I got him in the balls. I can't remember how far I got into this game, you know, the last time I played it. I weren't amazing at it. I think I got probably a couple levels in. One of those games where you just like, you're not, you know, so great at it. Not like Time Crisis where I've completed it a million times over. It was so good to play that arcade club actually a couple months ago. Can't wait to go back to arcade club. I think I'm going to leave it a while though until they get some new arcade cabs in. Thinking about doing the stag do there, that'd be cool. Before I get married next year. The graphics still look pretty good actually on this. surprisingly good. Leave the remains to me. Got him. Even the fonts look cool, everything looks awesome. I do remember this highway scene. Pretty cool. What's that bit though? A bit close for a sniper. Oh yeah. We've got him. So is the president's daughter, isn't it? Oh no, he got her there. We finally got him. That wasn't the easiest thing to do ever. get the other games, we need to make sure we've got a decent selection. I don't want to miss any classics out, that's for sure. So I've just got Incoming down off the shelf, Virtual Tennis, and Sonic Adventure, which we're going to play now. When I start collecting again, there are still a lot of games that I need on the Dreamcast. There's a lot of unfinished business really with the Dreamcast console. There's a lot of Japanese stuff I want as well. This game means a lot to me though. Again, it was just one of those games that when it came out, it just blew everyone away graphically, at least. It looked like the most stunning game I think anyone had ever seen at the time. It was just amazing to have Sonic back as well. The most nostalgic part for me is actually just the first level. It's just amazing. I hope everyone's doing alright for a Monday. It's been a really busy day today. Like I said, I had no idea I was going to live stream tonight at all. It literally is just down to the fact it's the anniversary. Are you celebrating the anniversary? Is anybody else celebrating it? Like I say, I've seen loads of people on Instagram posting sort of parts of their collection, stuff like that. I can never choose which is my favourite soundtrack. First Sonic game, or second.
Select a file.
I still love all these fonts as well.
Select a
and all the artwork.
Let's get him.
There's just something cool about all the textures.
Oh yeah! This is happening! Huh? What's up?
With Sega though, the music has always been something that's taken over. Like the dialogue has always come second. It's always been the sort of guitar-based music. It's something that's always been unique about Sega. Like, even with like Virtual Tennis and games like that.
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, men!
Oh, yeah! This could be fun!
Fire that shit at me.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
I always found that a bit of a weird introduction though, to have like a boss like right at the start of a game. Just seemed a bit weird.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
The weird thing with me was Sonic. Obviously, I love the Mega Drive
You
games.
know nothing, fool. It's
But
chaos. The
other
god
than
of
Sonic
destruction.
Adventure 1 and 2, I've never liked another Sonic really. The only one that came close was about 2011 when Generations came out, which were really cool. It was like sort of like a recreation of the first couple of games. And levels mainly. But I've never liked a lot of the sort of like PS2 Sonics, that kind of thing. And the ones we had on the 360, it was just never felt like Sonic really. This was the closest they got to like the perfect 3D version.
What? Tails?
And yeah, I mean it's far from perfect. It's not amazing. I guess the argument is the 2D games are better. You know, you'll never beat those Mega Drive games.
Now, what am I gonna do with you?
But they were a lot of fun, and that's the main thing. They're a lot of fun to play. So Emerald Coast is absolutely the most nostalgic level. This is what really gets me buzzing. It was just how unbelievably, vibrant and like everything was destructible, and it was just so cool. And like I say, just keep in mind we were playing PlayStation 1 and N64 at the time, and we had graphics like this on the Dreamcast. You know, in 1999, this would go on the internet, you could play with your friends on the internet, and you had graphics like this. It was just crazy. It was a real shame though about the retailers. I remember Dixon's at the time, they didn't have very much confidence in Sega due to the Sega Saturn. And they really felt like it was sort of like a bad thing to even invest in the console. They'd always say, oh, buy a GameCube, or wait for this console, wait for that. There was very little confidence in general really from the retail sector. Which was a bit of a shame really. Still gets me how quick the game is though, like, amazing. There were a lot of people talking at the time that you couldn't actually get to run on the PS2. And that's why it took till the Xbox 360 sort of generation to get this game to run again. That was a rumour anyway, I mean. What people were saying at the time.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Yes! Yeah, not bad.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Time for a bit of virtual tennis, I think. This is one of my favourite arcade games of all time. It'd be amazing to get the cab, but really expensive. You can tell us it's not been played in about a year. I think with the Dreamcast lasers, they do need a clean from time to time. They're a bit temperamental. Yeah, I don't really watch tennis, to be honest with you, but I absolutely love playing this game. It's a lot of fun. And again, it's another game I played at Arcade Club, and it was just great to play the actual arcade version.
love. 40 love.
Oh no!
40-15.
Oh shit! Don't get complacent.
Game Studio. First game. Peony to serve. Love 15.
Go on, get in.
Love 30.
Should really up the difficulty on this game.
Love 40. Game set and match. Studio.
I've got different versions of this game. I've actually got it on the 360 and I've got it on pretty much like 4 different consoles, but it never felt right on any console, again, other than the Dreamcast. And it comes down to a lot of reasons, but it's mainly down to the controller. It just feels better on a Dreamcast controller.
Au service courrier.
Ah!
015.
Spoke too soon, clearly.
Jeu Henman. Premier jeu. Au service Henman.
What's going on? All of a sudden this got really difficult. Finally. Yeah, no chance. He's got me that time. I'll play some incoming now. Trying to get through as many games as I can. I'm only going to be on for an hour tops tonight, but just try and get through as many games as possible before I come off. This is a lot of fun. Quite a niche game as well. I don't think everyone knows about this game. It's not one of those games that it's just like on every Dreamcast or anything. I'm not sure how much it sold, actually. I'm not sure if it sold that well. But it's a very underrated title. It's sort of like a third-person and first-person shooter. You can kind of choose how you play it, really. But obviously it's about an alien invasion. It's got that kind of theme going on. but the music's also very good in this game, as well as the graphics. I'm not sure if it actually had a PC port, because it had a very PC kind of feel, this game. Especially graphically.
Power up generated.
I don't mind the helicopters, but I always preferred the ground cannons. I always found they were a lot more fun to control. But again, like a lot of games back then, you can destroy pretty much everything. All the environments are destructible, so it's a lot of fun to play. I'm reading a game, well I say a game, I'm reading a game magazine yesterday from 1998, and they were calling this game at the time one of the best visually sort of incredible games I'd seen in years. But back in 1998, probably just before this game released, there were a lot of hype about this game graphically. We'll definitely get the cannon. Like I say, the cannon is a lot more fun.
Incoming alien fighters.
Especially when you've got like the cinematic view as well. It's really cool. Like I say, just think about it. This game came out in 1999, so it's 20 years old. And it still looks pretty good.
Incoming alien craft.
So weird how a game can take you back though. Like, I remember the time, the place, how I felt at the time. It's crazy how old games can take you back to being a kid.
Follow waypoint marker.
I'm sure you'll agree the soundtrack's really cool.
Incoming alien surface craft.
What should we play next? we definitely need to play another arcade port. Say something that's not aged well with the Dream.
We have a situation down there. Some modern-day pirates have hijacked a huge cruiser. They're holding 2,000 hostages inside, including the president's daughter. We have to invade the ship, clear the pirates, and rescue the hostages, especially the president's daughter. Go! Move it!
Yeah, this game's very over the top. I mean, it's like sea creatures and stuff, and like I say, you can pick up any kind of weapons and crates to chuck at people. It's very over the top. It's a lot of fun. I mean, hairspray. Out of all the things you could have. They're like your quick time events. You know how insane that is? It's crazy. Really over the top. And pirates, of course. They were like pro wrestlers. Suppose you could call it Die Hard with pirates, really.
Hurry up with that bomb! And where is that girl? Find her and bring her to me.
So one more game, I'm going to play some Wacky Races. Which was the game that ported to the PlayStation. And a couple of other consoles as well. I think it was on the PC as well. But the Dreamcast has always been the prettiest sort of version of the game. It's always been the best port. And for some reason, people just like playing it on the Dreamcast. Not sure why, it's just always been really popular to buy on the Dreamcast. I think the laser needs a bit of a clean again. Keep saying I'm going to get another Dreamcast because one of those consoles where if you've got two, at least if it sort of blows or something goes wrong, you've got a backup. It doesn't seem to be as bulletproof as a PlayStation or a Mega Drive. You always get consoles that are bulletproof and some that are just really temperamental.
And here's Rufus Roughcut and Sawtooth in the Buzz Wagon. Here we have the Anthill Mob in their bulletproof bomb. Please select your handling style. Select an individual track to race around.
So I'll do one more race on this.
And now, here they are.
Just one race and then I'll come off. It's been a short but sweet celebration. The 20th anniversary of the Dreamcast.
Okay, boys, you know what to do. Okay, you smugs, get to it. Okay, boys, you know what to do. Okay, you smugs, get to it. Okay, you smugs, get to it. Okay, boys, go to work. Okay, boys, you know what to do. Okay, you smugs, get to it.
3, 2, 1, go! And the whoa!
Hello there, Penelope, my dear.
Oh,
We obviously can't hit every game, but it's a shame I didn't get time to play Get Grind Radio. It's a really, really cool game, and cel-shaded like this game, you know, they just age really well when they're cel-shaded. I think it was a really good move for a lot of different games in the 90s and early 2000s. They just look so good even today.
Hold on. Move out my way.
In last place is player one.
I say, old chap, would you mind pulling over so that I may pass? On the top.
It's a battle royale in this race.
Okay, ring-a-ding. Give me your credit. Hold on tight.
Here in front.
Nothing.
Oh, shut up. Lap 2. It's still a pretty close race.
I'm gonna give you the old... Nothing. Now that's disappointing. Oh, pshaw. Coming through. Timber! Hello there, Penelope, my dear.
Oh, Dave.
Yow!
Better luck next time.
Okay, we'll lose them up ahead.
You've moved into the lead. Go for it.
Nothing. That's it.
It's the third and final lap. Oh, what a pity. Too bad.
Hold on tight.
Trailing in 8th place is player one. Hey, you're missing the race. You need to get back in the race.
Come on, come on, Mick, come on.
I've screwed this up big time. Ah well.
Nothing. I'm gonna give you the old...
It's a battle royale in this race. With only a few miles to go to the finish line, the drivers give it all they've got.
I'm gonna give you the old... Come on, you guys.
And it's the final stretch. And the final. And in third. And here are the wacky racers again.
I'm gonna give you the old... Okay, you kids, wake up. It's time to...
Right, guys, short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed that. So that's a bit of a celebration for the 20th anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast, which is 20 years old today, which is incredible, and it makes me feel very, very old. But yeah, it's been a great console to collect for. Like I say, there's a lot of unfinished business with this console. A lot of games that I need as part of the collection. I need Skies of Arcadia, Power Stone. There's quite a few games that I do need still for the Dreamcast. And a couple of ports as well. Probably about 20 more games. Not too many, but you know, I don't want every port that came off the PS1 on the Dreamcast. But yeah, it's been an amazing console to collect for, and there's still so much fun to be had on this console. That's the thing. I'm after an arcade stick for it. There's just so many different ways to enjoy the console. I mean, Typing of the Dead, you know, it's a shoot 'em up, but you use your keyboard. I mean, it's just so innovative and amazing. And then you've got obviously your other Gun Con games. you know, your arcade ports that are just amazing and still look beautiful today. And then games that you just don't get anywhere else, like Shenmue and, you know, like I say, Skies of Arcadia. It's just incredible. And we've got to think there were a lot of games that started out on the Dreamcast. I mean, Code Veronica, one of the best Resident Evils ever made, was a Dreamcast exclusive for about 2 years before it came out on the PS2 as Code Veronica X. So it's there's just so many endless reasons to love and appreciate the Dreamcast as a console. So thank you for sharing this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like if you enjoyed it. I'm guessing most people are going to watch this as a video, you know, rather than a live stream. I think most people are going to catch it later, but I just hope people enjoyed this little mini celebration, at least on the channel. And I'll be back again soon to play Tomb Raider. So take care, guys.